So I'm here at 10667 Kenridge Drive, 45242. So we got root intrusion here. Heavy root intrusion here. Heavy root intrusion here. And here's the seal tap. So we have to tap it 84 feet. Are you down here, sir? So here's your transition from cast to clay. You can see you're about 90% blocked. You can see your cast iron pipe here.
Okay.
And then there's your clay.
So that's fairly close into the house.
That's literally on the, yeah.
Okay.
It's 3'7" from here out. So there's about 3 foot of cast iron past this point. You got some fractures here with this offset. So this piece of pipe is actually your downstream part with the bell on it, where your upstream pipes fit inside. Got some fractures there. Got a little bit of a belly here. Let's see that it's underwater. With it being underwater, I can't tell if it's from roots or if it's just a belly. So if I hit a root joint, a root ball somewhere close, and we'll know that that's, so it's just a belly. So you got a flat spot, yeah. So you got several sections that don't have any roots in them, and then you get back into the roots. As close as this is to the end of the house, it's going to be this tree that's standing, more than likely. I don't know how to. I think you said you had a tree that you cut down.
Over here.
You got a little bit of roots starting to come in right there. You got a pretty good root ball right here, pretty much all the way around. This one here is literally growing towards the main. You can see how long that root ball is. That's probably every bit of 4 foot long. And you got heavy roots there. This one's trying to start a soft claw. You can see the water. My camera's literally poking a hole in it. You got roots there. Those ones are, we call them spider roots, where they're just small coming in, but they're growing a long way into the pipe. That's another 3 foot root ball. Got another root ball there. It's grown into the pipe pretty good. Again, that was about 3 to 5 foot long. Heavy roots at this joint. Again, that one's starting to turn into a soft claw. You can see where I'm tunnelling through it. And then here it switches to concrete pipe. That should be at the right of way. And then you're 85 feet, I believe it was, to the city main. You got some roots there. There's your city main. So you're 79 feet. Basically your lateral's 79 feet long. My recommendation would be to start with a jet. Basically we'd go in there with a high pressure, basically it's a pressure washer on steroids. It's got special little nozzles that do different things. Cut all those roots out, flush the line out, and then decide from there whether you want to do a liner. The thing about jetting or augering, you're basically shaving the roots. So, you know, if you ever followed the directions on a plant, it says shave the roots to encourage growth. That's what you're doing. The jetting is still a band-aid, as well as the augering. The thing about augering, you've got a 3.5 inch opening here, so the biggest blade you can put on there is 3 inch. You got a 6 inch pipe outside, so you know you're cutting a 3 inch hole in roots. And when you auger, when that blade hits the roots and binds a little bit, that cable that's probably about as big around as your thumb is sitting there smacking on that clay pipe. I don't recommend augering lines when you have the ability to jet, just for the simple fact that if you auger a line and you crack the pipe, you more than made up the difference what it costs to auger versus jet, and you've got a lot of roots. So that's a lot of augering to try and get those roots out. We would recommend that you put a liner in it. You may get lucky and your homeowner's insurance covers it. You have to just make that phone call and see. But if you auger it or jet it, 8 to 10 weeks the roots are going to be back.
Right.
And then, you know, you went 7 months and they're back this bad. Eventually, those roots start coming in more aggressively and bigger around. When you start getting thicker roots, that's when it starts fracturing the pipe. That's some pretty heavy roots there.
Let me ask this question on like a 72-hour period. Are we functional with water right now?
Depends on how much toilet paper you flush. Because the toilet paper, the water will go, if you just flush water, the water will go through there for a long time. It's the waste and the toilet paper that clogs it up.
Well, 40 years ago, this was all guesswork.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't make drain technicians like they used to. You used to be able to, even when I started, we could feel the cable and tell when we were hitting a root ball and tell when we got the roots out. Now they're just throwing technicians in trucks and hoping for the best. I've been doing this for about 28 years, and it's pretty much everywhere you go. You know, you used to get good help at Home Depot and Lowe's, and now they just throw an apron on people.
And I bought a microwave from Lowe's, and we had to move it from one location to another. And so I said, well, I'll pick it up.
About 1.5 feet deep. Good. I was trying to